Dude, you know what? I got a story, man. That Gypsy Rose is out of prison.
Who?
Listen, I'm going to jump.
No.
Is
Go
this
ahead.
okay?
But,
all right. Gypsy Rose is out of prison. Okay, so Gypsy Rose got famous. Her mom was, I'm going to tell you this right now. Her mom was the best con man of this century.
What?
Yes. Not even a question. Her mom convinced her own daughter that she was much younger than she was actually. She made her in a wheelchair. She had biproxy Munchausen syndrome, so she would have all these things. She was feeding her through a stomach tube that she didn't need. Her legs had perfect muscle definition, so the doctor's like, she doesn't need that wheelchair. Like by this time, her legs would be like fucking skin and bone. She didn't need that. So at the house, she would be there. She would make her act younger than she was, so she would get all this charitable money and donations and stuff like that. What? Her mom had a bankroll of something like $500,000. They built her a house because they said, like, she was on every charity. She went around the world like 5 different times, and Gypsy would sit there and she go, "Oh, thank you," like, because she would talk like a child.
She's not completely innocent. At no point when you were in that wheelchair with perfectly working legs, you not once tried to go like this.
Well,
let me just see.
She knew.
I feel strong.
No.
Oh, she knew?
But her mom convinced. Listen, man, I'm not blaming. There's
I'm
a reason.
confused.
I'm not. She was compliant with what her mom was doing, but it's because her mom told her to do it. Like, I'm not blaming this kid for
I get that,
yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, you made it sound like she thought that she was crippled.
Oh, no. But she
just didn't know.
She convinced her that she was much younger. But then she started getting pussy hair and titties, and this kid's sitting there like, she's like, why am I playing with a Barbie? Dude, at one point, she was like 22. Like, listen, the rest of the family, the dad said he kept saying, like, it's your, and he sounds like Bobby Boucher's day. It's your 20th birthday. Like, they're like deep Creole, right? And Dee Dee Rose was her mother. And I mean, just raping these charities for everything, which they rape everybody, so who gives a fuck, these charities, right? So they're just getting off on everybody, right? So then here's how things go down, okay? So Christian Mingle hits the scene, right?
The fucking dating site?
The dating website. Dee Dee. Oh, you're going to fucking... This is a good site.
Dude, this is new to me. I'm invested.
You got to see the movie. You got to see the movie.
Go.
Yeah.
There's a movie?
Yes. You got to see this fucking movie. That one chick's in it. She's got the old face, but she's fucking... She did a wonderful job.
Do tell.
So Dee Dee Rose has a laptop, and Gypsy gets a hold of it, and she's like, I'm just looking at pictures of Disneyland. Well, she signs up. So you're not going to stop this kid's hormones from growing and wanting things. So she's like 23 at this point, right? 22, 23 years old. And she's horny. So she's fucking masturbating. She's doing all this shit. So she gets this website, Christmas, she wants to meet a boy, right? So she first puts up the picture of the wheelchair and everything like that. And she found out real easy that men on the internet don't care if you're dead in a wheelchair or anything. If they could get their rocks off, they're going to hit you up, right? So it's like, she's getting hits, right? So she finds this kid about her same age. This kid has Asperger's, right?
Wait, how does she know the kid's her same? She thinks she's younger.
Oh, whatever.
Okay.
At this point, I'm not sure exactly what she knew. I think she had found medical records of her age. Like in the movie, like it all lines up. Right?
I'm picturing her like thinking she's like 12 and she's like fucking with 12-year-olds at 23.
No. For years, she did. That's why she talks like a little girl. Like her mom coerced her into this like character so long that but she still does it. She still has traits of it, right? So
it's ingrained.
Yeah. So she meets this kid, Nicholas something. I was literally about to mix your guys' name, Nicholas Gernhardt, but it's actually, I'm not even shitting you. I swear to God, it's fucking close to that. It's like Nicholas Garhart or something like that, So she meets this kid, and so they start talking, and she like mentions that now this kid has Asperger's. He is one of those things like that one kid that we saw. He has empathy for nothing, right? So she's like, I just, I want to meet you. So they wind up. Oh, all right. Quick interlude. Okay. So when they finally meet, they were going to go see a princess movie, right? Because Dee Dee was sick out of her fucking mind. So she was still bringing her 20-year-old daughter that she was convincing that was fucking had all sorts of medical problems, all this shit, right? So she went to go see a Disney movie because her mom liked the Disney movies, right? Well, her daughter said, be here at this theater at this time. This is the first time they meet. So they go to fuck in the bathroom. So the daughter goes, she goes, I got to take a shit. So she goes in the bathroom and she has sex with her boyfriend, right? So then they come out.
She goes, I got to take a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And just wheels her.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she's still in the wheelchair. They cannot be seen in public without that wheelchair, right? So, by the way, she's fine. She walked around the house.
The chair's outside the bathroom door for like 45 minutes.
She comes out with cum, trains her pussy, sits in the chair, and just fucking goes there. So like that. So they go in the bathroom and they fuck, right? So now she's like in love with this kid, right? She goes out there and she's like, "Oh, Mom, I met a friend," right? So now there's this single 20-something-year-old Asperger fucking ridden male, and he's like, "Hi." Right? So the mom's like, "Oh, Gypsy there, I don't think you should be talking to that boy. He a real one. He a real one.
Little boys are the devil.
They're little boys are the devil, Bobby." Boucher, dude. Hey, her mom is that. I'm not even fucking same thing, right? So her mom's like, "Oh, it's so weird." And like at the time, Gypsy's like getting all mad with her, right? But then like when she's in prison, she's like, "I think it was a little weird at the time that this like single guy's just sitting there watching this kid."
So why they put her in prison if she was the victim?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait.
There's a couple more lines to the story. You're gonna love this.
There's
Okay?
more?
There's more.
All right.
So Gypsy's talking one night, and they get all these. He has multiple personalities, like a schizo. So what Gypsy does, she creates multiple personalities for him. One of them's a little kid. One of them's this dominatrix. One of them's this submissive one, and all. She carries.
One of them can use their legs.
Yeah. Wait. All of them can use their legs, right? Okay. So unless they're tied up, that's the only time when they're not, right? So he introduced her to BDSM and all this shit, right? So they're doing all these wild stuff. So she's like, he's like, "Come live with me." Like they're like, it's puppy love, but they're in love, right? Like, so he's like really head over heels, and she's, dude, honestly, bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Heels over head.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. This fucking, like, this little 19-year-old, they showed a picture. She was fucking bad, dude. She has Gypsy. Her little eyes are like crooked because she's got that fucking Creole, like, "Bobby, I was in the wall for," you know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds hot.
Dude, yeah. Well, dude, God, listen, man. When she's turned around and she's wearing those little cotton whites, dude, oh my fucking God. little Rapunzel fucking cotton whites.
She's all soft.
Dude, she's gorgeous.
She's
I'm
like,
telling you,
she's like
yes.
veal.
Dude, her legs never used her little muscles before. Like, she's prime steak, right? USD certified lean. Right? So you know what? So he's like, "Come live with me. Like, I got a place for you. I got this," right? You know what Gypsy says? She goes, "Oh, I want to be with you. I just wish my mom was dead." Right?
They killed the mom? They killed the fucking mom?
Dude, not in just like...
What?
No, but dude, dig
where have I been? I've never heard any of this.
Dig how they got this, right? So they also robbed her, right? Remember I told you about that nest egg that she had? Like,
I mean, why stop at murder?
Oh, fuck, exactly.
What, are you going to leave the money?
She'd be fucking retarded. She didn't take the money out. So anyways,
she's like, "No, that's hers."
Yeah, exactly. "Oh, Gypsy, that belonged to the people that gave it to me for you." You know what I mean? It's like,
how'd they fucking kill her?
Okay, so check this out. So she says this, and the kid's like, "I'll do it." And she's like, "Which one of you?" He's like, "All of me. Every one of us is gonna fucking kill that bitch," right? So he's like telling her, and they're like real. Now they're like getting bad. So he's like, "I'm out the back door." So he takes a Greyhound out there, and they're like, "Dude, like these kids are getting off on it. Like, she's evil too. Like, but again, dude, honestly, if your mom did this to you,
she's
man,
warped.
Yes. I'm telling you again, I am literally telling you, I don't blame this kid for any of it. I really don't. I don't think she's gonna find another fucking Asperger kid to fucking murder somebody for. I think she's harmless at this point, but that's just an opinion, whatever, blah blah. That mom deserved 2 fucking death sentences. They should bring her back and have him kill her again. I don't like the bitch. I just thought it was crazy. But and me and everybody else, but whatever. But anyways, so he shows up, right? And they're like fucking and doing stuff, and then he's like, "All right, I'm ready." So he goes in there, and he hears she goes in there and she sits in the fetal position, and she puts her hands over her ears, right? And she's like, "La la la la," because she's like a gypsy, right? La 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 la, and she says she hears, "Wah!" Sorry, I think if we ever tested those mics, okay, right. Yeah, sorry for everybody who's listening to that. So she goes, "Gypsy, help! He gonna kill me!" And then silence. He got her good, dude. He hit this bitch with a steak knife about this fucking bitch.
Oh my
God!
God!
Back, and then he said he was gonna rape her too, right? We wind up not.
Why?
Because they're demented. He's sitting on her back and he's plunging this fucking knife into her fucking back. Wappo. And Dee Rose at this time is a big woman, right? So you saw that fat, freckly back and just a bunch of knife holes. No blood.
Oh my
God.
God.
Skin sitting so high, so no blood, nothing, right? That's a crime scene. Okay. Now, do you want to know how they were caught, Nick?
Yes.
So they
Actually,
leave.
no. Stop it right there.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so
Don't tell me
Conor
the rest.
McGregor's kind of so dig this right. So by the way, this is a good segment for him. I'm gonna clip that. So so they go, they take the money, they take what they can and stuff like that. Here's another thing that kind of resonated. That this kid said, I knew my mom was dead at that point, but I was free, man. And I don't know, like that had to feel good. That wheelchair, walking out of the house without that stupid fucking wheelchair that you've literally
Like Kaiser Soze?
Yes, dude, like a fucking bound to with this personality that you've had to develop that won't end. That you've been dying. You're supposedly dying your entire life, and you got to talk to him with a Barbie in your hand and shit like that. By the way, the mom did a lot of other fucked up shit. You'll see it when I'm not gonna hit every detail. Like she made the state and her father believe that she was mentally retarded. So she wound up getting that. What's that called? Where she could still control her at 18.
Oh, the conservatorship.
Boom. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they said she was
like power of attorney.
Power of attorney. So
Yeah.
she was like a danger or something. Like she really fucked this kid. So even if she wanted to stop doing what she was doing, she couldn't. So this kid was free, right? So they go and they get a Greyhound. You see Gypsy, she's like mingling with other adults, and you like see it in her face, like she's like feels good. Again, I'm just like, God damn, that bitch had her like good for you, kid. Like I don't know, man. I know she's dead. I'm weird with death. I'm like, good for you, kid. But whatever. Here's where she's fucking retarded, right? So she leaves, right? She decides to go on her Facebook, her newly found Facebook, and you know what this girl does? We slashed her like a pig. The bitch is dead. We raped her lifeless corpse and all this shit. What do you like? You're what's that?
And then she was like,
natural born killers.
Post.
Yeah. She posted all of it.
Winky face, winky face.
So then she's on the run and she's wanted, right? So she calls her father.
For the first time, she's on the run.
Exactly.
She's like, I'm just happy to be running.
I didn't roll
I don't
out of
care
there.
what the circumstances
yeah,
are.
exactly. I'm fucking good. So she calls her father. Dude, you know what's weird, dude? How normal her father actually is. Like,
what?
Yeah, dude. Her dad's like a good looking dude. He's got a really nice house. He had like a dually truck. He like worked real hard. Like Louisiana, like he's well known and is well liked in his neighborhood. Like I think he just knocked this psycho up when she was like real fucking young. But also,
so he wasn't a part of like the childhood and
no, dude.
none
Like
of the story.
her mom kept telling him bullshit. And he never decided to look into any of it. And it's like, how do you have this normal kindergartner, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, by the way, Gypsy dying. You know what I mean? Like, no, like you're not going to ask questions. But anyways, listen, everybody, just passed the buck in this. Like everybody failed this kid. Everybody didn't look into it. Nobody decided. All the doctors that would do these she had like 40, 50 operations under her belt for nothing wrong. She's a perfectly healthy adult right now. She had a stomach feeding tube that nobody decided to look into. Your gastroenterologist or whatever the fuck couldn't
How
look
did she
into that.
get it?
The mom would just sign off on paper, and what she would do is she would go to the different doctors and like let's say they went to like a cardiologist. She'd be like, my mother died from a heart attack, and her father has murmurs, and she would like create this false like family history of like problems. And I don't know, man, maybe the doctors just got enough people coming in. There was only one doctor that knew she was full of shit. He put on paper, he's like, biproxy Munchausen syndrome. He's like, she has this, she's showing signs of this, she's showing signs of this. What'd they do? They got the fuck out of Dodge. They were gone the next day, starting a whole new thing. So I'm just saying a lot of people failed there. It was kind of like the Gabriel, that kid that, fucking they let everybody beat him and shit like that. Everybody just failed this girl, right? So then they wind up getting it. And the funniest thing though, she calls the dad. She goes, I don't know what you're seeing in the news, but it's all not true. I didn't touch her.
He's like, the news, bitch. I read your Facebook.
No. They didn't have
What?
that wasn't
What?
available knowledge just yet. She was only wanted, right? So the family goes in there and they come up with him with the cameras and like, what do you think? He's like, I know my daughter innocent. Gypsy never do no nothing like this. She ain't no crazy about her. The voodoo. And he's like, right? So they go in the thing, and then it was the fucking funniest thing, right? They read the Facebook messages, right? And Gypsy's got these little girl purple glasses on, right? And the dad's sitting there holding his new wife and their family, and he's got a daughter now, and they're like all sticking together with Gypsy, right? And Gypsy goes, they read off like what she said, and she goes,
Are you serious?
and the dad's sitting there like, Gypsy, that your Facebook right there. you know what I mean? Who that? Gypsy? Who that Facebook?
Where's the Asperger's kid?
He got locked up. I think he's. I didn't read the updates on him. He had a trial for 2017, and Missouri does do or Louisiana does do the death penalty. I think he was facing down the death penalty, and for how he did it with no empathy or nothing. And he straight told him she's out though. So she went to a Chiefs game. She went to Kansas City the other day, and she wanted to meet Taylor Swift. Bitch, go meet her. What, she got to be fucking dying to meet her? Go meet her. You know what I mean? Who's the fuck? Maybe one of you fucking celebrities could go meet her just for being a fan. How about that?
Make a wish.
I don't care about the mom. I listen. People have different opinions on if God should only be judging people, if they should live or die, or how they feel about the death penalty and blah 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 and this and that. Honestly, that woman deserved to fucking die. Yes. How about that?
She did.
How about that? How about if you fucking go out and you rape a bunch of kids, you should die? How about that? Why is it so
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, why? We've talked about this, like the island and everything like that.
I feel bad for her, man.
Dude, I feel bad for her.
After this whole story, I actually feel genuinely bad.
One good thing, just like the Memphis 3, when they blamed those 3 goth kids for killing those little boys and it wound up being the stepdad or whatever, you know what I mean? The one good thing that came out of it is they all wrote books and they all became very, very wealthy in their adult lives, but they paid the ultimate price. It's not worth it. So this
hardly a compensation.
Yeah, so this kid is now living her life and she's going to football games. She wants to meet somebody. That's the least this life could do for this kid. You know what I mean? So that's all. That's how I feel. Fuck Dee Rose.
She gets sponsored by Ginsu.
Yeah. Dee Rose died in, I think, like a minute. She had her daughter dying for the last fucking 20 years. Fuck her.
Fair.
You gotta watch that movie.
I'm going to.
It's on Hulu.
This has been very compelling. Yeah, this is all new to me.
Don't watch any other docs. Watch the actual movie. I forgot the chick that's in it. She's fucking fantastic. But when one of the scenes when she stood up and she had hair on her vagina and her titties and stuff like that, and that's when you were kind of shocked because like at this point I didn't know the story and I was like looking at it like, huh? But that's a little kid. Like, what's going on? Yeah, so she's all fucked up. That's the story. It's a wild ass story. They got all sorts of documentaries on it. But go Gypsy. Absolutely. I think that kid deserves to live. Straight up.
You 100%. Still see her as a kid? What is she, like 50?
Yeah, she's I think she's like 26, 27.
Oh, she's still got her whole life ahead of her.
Yes. And but she still has the voice,
The baby voice?
Yeah. They say that's very common with girls that were either forced to be babies their entire life or girls that were sexually abused. When you ever seen the girls with the baby voice?
Well, you get locked into the state you're in at that point in time when you're traumatized. Yeah. Same thing with like a lot of drug addicts too. But anyway,
somebody's gotta fuck the trauma out of her. I'm just joking. No, but that's like
LOL.
No, it's fucking nuts. But you got to see that movie, Hulu, dude. I swear to God, they did a wonderful job. You know who did the mom? Kathy Bates. And I'm thinking, of course, Bobby Boucher.
Dude, exactly.
Oh my God, it was perfect.
Full circle, dude.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, she was perfect.
She was perfect for the role. Wow. Yeah.
She played it already.
Already did. And she had this like biker neighbor, this blonde chick. She was kind of like Rocky Dennis's mom. Like she's real wild. She's like the cool chick and shit. And she was at a mall and she's looking. She goes, "Oh, there's Gypsy and Dee Dee." And they're like down there. And you see Dee Dee and she's like robbing this little kiosk or like, like she's got the wheelchair in front of her and she's like putting shit in her purse. And she like confronts her and she's like, "I seen what you did at the mall, Dee Dee." Like she's kind of like onto her and she's like, "Oh yeah, we haven't had the fun street yet." Dude, she's Kathy fucking Bates. She's wonderful.
Yes.
She's wonderful actress. Come on, man.
She's one of the best, dude.
Misery.
Yes.
Come on, baby. So fucking good, man. Oh my God. You know what's so weird, dude? I swear to God, like looking back, and you said it, Bobby Boucher's mom and stuff like that. Yeah. She was perfect. The role she was made for.
What part of the snake would you say we're eating tonight? I don't think snakes have parts, but if I had to guess, I would say his knee.
His knee. He's like, Yeah, Henry Winkler's like, sounds delicious. He wanted him on that team so bad he ate that shit.
What mama don't know won't hurt her.
I wanted to tattoo a Roy Orbison when I was a kid.
Yes.
But
he's like,
and then the next day they're talking to him and they go, "So your mama decided to play?" He's like, "Yes, for Roy Orbison, Coach Klein." Oh man, I fucking love that. Yeah,
good time.
Fucking, but Gypsy Rose is out. Taylor Swift, you owe her a fucking meeting. They made her leave the state for security.
Okay.
Taylor Swift should leave. The fuck did you ever see her at a Chiefs game before that? First she started blowing that guy. Shake it.